This episode was narrated due to bad connection. You are now listening to The Beat Basement, Season 4, Episode 5.
Because I got Grammy nominated for working with Trinity 5-7, and I was like, yo, I reached my goal, but I didn't reach my goal. I felt like there was some unfinished business.
Presents The Beat Basement, where you hear from your livest producers, all of them. And this is where it all goes down, where you hear the funky sounds from the producers that's up and coming to Grammy Award winning, all of them. And I'm your host, Swish, and we going in, everything going in. On this episode, man, we got this talented brother, man, very special, super producer, man. My guy, that boy Taylor Made, man. Y'all, what's up?
What's going on, man? Appreciate you, brother. I'm glad to be a part of it. Like I told you before. Excited to share my story, excited to share some of my music and some of the things I've been working on the past years. And just thank you for having me. Glad to be on the show.
Thank you for being on the show, man. Yeah, so tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, native of Charlotte, North Carolina, born and raised, man. The twin, I got two older brothers. We all kind of was, blending their music. My mom was a pianist, and we all kind of grew up playing trumpet. So I played trumpet all through middle school, high school, even to college at North Carolina A&T, as well as North Carolina Central. But I finished A&T, so Aggie pride to all my Aggies out there.
Okay.
Music experience from, man, and again, I knew nothing about like music production out of college, and someone introduced me to like Fruity Loops, and this is back in like 2004. So this is like when Fruity Loops just started, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know much about software. I was using hardware. I used the Chord Triton keyboards. Now I didn't play keyboard, but there was a cat named Travis Hill, one of my fraternity brothers, actually kind of like brought me on, let me use his crib and use the keyboard, and that's why I discovered my love for music. Because initially, I was into like market for Atlantic Records, man.
He was saying he used to market for Atlanta Records and did a lot of stuff with Tweet, T.I., Fat Joe, Wayne Wonder.
I knew I loved music, but marketing wasn't where I wanted to go.
He was saying marketing wasn't where he wanted to be. And he drew closer more so to the production side. That's where he wanted to be. And so after he graduated college, he turned down all his job offers. One of his few last job offers was to Phoenix, where he used to live.
No. I didn't go to Phoenix because I lived out there when I was 15. My mom and pops moved us out there because we needed a change. Like I said, I grew up with three other brothers. We were some knuckleheads, man. We had in trouble quite a bit. And one of my brothers actually got banned from Charlotte, so we had to move or whatnot. So my father looked at it like, hey, it's a good change. We don't know anyone out there. So I'm going to take my sons out there so they can get out of trouble. So when I got that job offer after college, I was like, hell no, I'm not going out. So I turned on my job and decided, you know what? We went down to Atlanta one year.
His best friend was from Atlanta, so they played Jackson State one year. So he came. And just the energy that he was feeling that day when he came to Atlanta.
It's just that vibe.
Yeah, man. That intensity, that electricity, man. I know how it was.
Yeah. And this is when Atlanta was still popping. Peachtree, you still had Gladys Knight, Chicken and Waffle. You had all that stuff going on. It's like back in 2004, and the streets were just flooded. I mean, I was like, yo, I'm just not used to this type of energy, this type of vibe. The club scene and everything like that. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to pursue my passion, music, turn out all my jobs and move down there. I'm showing my age when I tell you this. So I moved down to Atlanta with a part-time job working for Circuit City.
Oh, hold on. So you first you moved to Phoenix. Well, first y'all moved to the wood.
Right. And we moved back. To the wood. We moved back to Charlotte in 96.
Okay.
And I finished high school in 99. I went to college at A&T, finished there in 04. And that's when I decided to go to Atlanta. So
okay.
When I got there, man, I just knew that's the place I wanted to be. And I have an aunt there.
Was you still messing around with the trumpet?
I just kind of lost my drive for it.
He couldn't read music like he used to.
In college, you kind of start to play by ear. It's not about like reading music. They're not about that technicality. You got to pick it up quick and learn the book of music. But you know, and shout out to all my agents, man, my streaming folks. I want to give them a shout out. But yeah, I just stopped playing.
He was saying he stopped playing and picked up the software, and he started out with Fruity Loops, then moved on.
Then I moved over to Reason. Reason had a richer sound at that time.
Who put you on Fruity Loops?
One of my good friends, one of my fraternity brothers, he sent me a crack version like back in like 03. And I never forget, I had a big back screen. They had this flat screen. With the brains. Yeah,
right.
I had the brains. And
When the brainiac.
Yeah. And it was a slow load computer, man. So it's like anytime I did production, it took forever to get it done. But you know, I just kept working. I kept working it, and I worked in the car audio department at Circuit City, so it gave me an opportunity to kind of test my music to people that's listening. And I'll never forget, I was playing my music one day, and one of the guys, one of my managers, they're like, "Yo, whose music is that?" And I'm sure you're gonna tell me I was trash because I was just kind of getting started.
But you was getting the right mix, though. I bet you was getting the right mix, just putting it in the car stereos, listening to it in other people's whips. I know they're like, man.
Yeah. So that's really what like prompted me to even pursue it further. But real quick side story, I do want to say this man, and it's crazy how things can overnight. I'll never forget, I was at Greenbrier Mall at the time. So I was working car audio. I'll never forget, a cat came in and he couldn't afford to get a radio. And I cut him a deal. He got me, I said, "Preach." And he's like, "Yo, look out for the single on the radio station. This call is going down." I was young jock. And then he couldn't even afford the radio in his car. A couple months later, man, he had a #1 record in Atlanta. Just popped off like that.
Hey, man, it's wonderful. It's really, and that's why I be telling folks, man, whatever you're doing, it could be anything, man. Just enjoy the process, man. Just enjoy the ride before you get there. Because, like you say, you never know when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen. So you might as well enjoy your life now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Taylor Made, tell the folks how you came up with your name, how you got your
name. Man. Well, I come from a family of golfers. Like my grandfather golfed with Charlie Sippett, was the first black pro golfer. And last name is Taylor, you know, Taylor Made Golf Clubs. And so I just want to pay homage to my last name, and of course us being, you know, golfers. I played in middle school, I played in high school, and everything like that. Both my parents were professional golf. My dad went to college at Smith on a golf scholarship, so it's deep rooted in the family. And
so you the Black Tiger Woods, basically.
I would nah.
You can swing like Tiger then, huh?
No, man, it'd be curving all the way over there, so you don't want. I'd be happy with the golf course
in the lake.
Yeah.
Be doing that Happy Gilmore then.
Yeah, man. You don't want me tearing up your golf course. I hack it up.
That's all right, man.
Oh yeah.
Dang. Yeah. So that's how you got Taylor Made.
That's how I got Taylor Made, and it's like I couldn't think of a name. I really couldn't think of a name. Just like when it comes to like everybody asks me how come I don't have a tag. I kind of can't have a tag, but it's something everybody hears. I kind of recently started doing it. But I just saw a lot of producers, you know, adding tags, and I never want to be the type of producer I gotta have a tag because I like to have universal sound. I don't want to be boxed in with like, oh yeah, we know that's a sound. I want to be able to do a little bit of everything. So when it came to my name, I was just like, you know what? I love golf, my family, my last name Taylor. It'll be so Taylor Made it.
Yeah, it go. It go. It really go.
And I'm not, and it's like at first, because I know Mike Will made it. He came out and everybody like, oh, I've been doing this long too. Yeah,
man. It is crazy, but you know when you got your name, you know what I'm saying. People think you got it from somebody else, or it's unique. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's unique. It's you know, and ain't nothing new under the sun, man. Ain't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? You may hear 2 or 3 different people with the same, you know, artist name that you may have. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's always a little blend or a little mix of how you came up with your names and stuff, man.
Yeah, like Lil Baby and the baby. It's like
Right.
so I definitely get
Right.
where you coming from.
That's the same. That's the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? Yeah. So did you have you even checked back into the music industry in Charlotte now or?
Yeah, I moved back. Man, I spent 2 tours in Atlanta. I came back to Atlanta in 2017. I was 26 years away. So I came back to Charlotte and went through a divorce. And when going through that divorce, music was kind of what saved me and got me back to being who I was. And I quit music. I sold everything down to this machine right here.
Yeah.
I sold this piece of equipment right here.
What you got?
This is the machine piece.
Oh, the machine. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my oldest piece, man. I sold everything. I quit music because I got Grammy nominated for working with Trinity 57, and I was like, I reached my goal, but I didn't reach my goal. I felt like there was some unfinished business in Atlanta. So I moved back. I reconnected with a lot of people, such as Ian Burks over Icon City, over my boy Obango over Patchburg, and just started reconnecting with them and wanting to get back into the music. I got to the point where maybe I need to focus on the corporate career, and I've always kept a solid job on music. Never felt like this is it. If I don't succeed, I fail because I got kids to take care of, and that was my first part. But it was good, and I started listening to another producer named Odyssey. He kind of got me back into it, and I'll never forget. I was about to sell this piece of equipment, and
that was your last. You was down to your last bristle.
Down to my last bristle. Because like, I got to the point where I didn't have anything I wanted to talk to people about. I didn't have no outlets, anything like that. So it's like I wanted to rebuild myself. And music was where it started. So sometimes when you go through tragic situations, you want to figure out where do I need to go, what do I need to get back to get back to me. And I knew music has always been a part of my life since birth. My mom used to dance me and my twin brother to sleep. And so in order for me to refine myself, I knew I had to get back to music. And, it just resonates to me the fact that, your dreams never die. Only your will to pursue them do.
It's the cook up. Time for the cook up. Cook up is dedicated to all the essential workers fighting the coronavirus, all the fighters, all the people that fought it, and the people that still fighting, man. Stay strong.
I know you're gonna dig this.
You have everything you need within you right now to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. Ed Lester. Yeah, man. Sometimes the world can throw us curveballs, unexpected things, man. But you had a strength. God's given it to you. Use it. That's my word, y'all. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Peace. This episode is also dedicated to Everett Taylor III, Taylor Made's brother.